I forgot about this. This is what we just talked about. All right. This is Big Six. We're going to talk about tomorrow. Same thing for supervision. But this is another way of kind of looking at it. I used to have 4. Now I got 6. But these are like deep thoughts. Remember Jack Handy used to do deep thoughts on SNL? It was like that. You take what you like and throw away the rest. All righty. Big Six. How you do anything is how you do everything. This is a Buddhist concept. Now we're back to process versus content. Okay? And I'm going to say that clients talk about, they're talking the language of what? They're talking the language of facts. I want to talk the language of how. So we're going to talk about how they do stuff. It's about how they solve their problems. And what this statement means is how you do anything is how you do everything. So we can imagine Frank is probably over-responsible and just gets as anxious on his job as he does with April. It's probably not as bad, but he probably does the same thing there, too. And probably April does the same thing, in other situations. And so, when I was talking to somebody during the break, oftentimes, even if you can sell them on the need to change their how, like Frank's got to stop being a big R and be a martyr, he can do this anywhere. It doesn't matter where he starts. He just needs to learn how to say no. And so it doesn't matter if he does it with April. He can do it when they look for volunteers on his job to head up some committee. He can keep his hand. He can sit on his hand. Now, if he does this, he's going to feel guilty, and that's okay. We're going to tell him he's going to feel guilty because he's breaking a rule in his head, but that's fine. This is part of change. And this is good for him to do. And we got to make sure he buys into it. All right, so what this means is process is more important than content. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep feeling the same way. That old adage, craziness is thinking that you do the same thing and it's going to change. It doesn't change. And change anything and you change everything. So again, we're back to emotional wounds. Now we're back to changing big process. Everybody's got 1 or 2 things they got to work on. Once you figure out what those 1 or 2 things are, you've changed how you run your life. You're still going to have problems, but you're going to be able to handle them better. The new book that I got coming out next month is about that. Where do people get stuck running their lives? And usually it's 4 places. They can't deal with conflict. They can't regulate their emotions. They can't let go of the past. And they are self-critical and they can't make mistakes. And these things get in the way of them being able to be successful in solving their problems. If they learn to change that, they change everything. Okay. Problems are bad solutions. What this means is whatever you see as a problem for the other guy is a bad solution for them. Having an affair is a bad solution to another problem. Spending $1 bazillion on shoes is a bad solution to another problem. Running away from home is a bad solution. Whatever you think is a problem, the next question you ask yourself is, how is this a bad solution? You do not have to have the answer. You only have to ask the question. Okay? Because you're trying to find the problem under the problem. If somebody drinks a quart of Jack Daniels every night, for them it's not a problem. For them it's a bad solution to the fact that they're massively depressed or they're worried about money or something else. Having an affair is a bad solution to a lousy relationship or the fact that they got other emotional problems that they're not talking about.